so much space.
Are you kidding me?
Are you crazy right now?
What
Do you
is
have any
happening?
idea how like empty America is in terms of like population Okay.
All of a sudden, I'm the animal dick guy.
That's your
Ridiculous.
new name.
This is unfair.
Some.
Can I just say I don't care anymore?
Yeah, that's so 5
You guys
minutes
made
ago.
me go ahead and research this, and now you guys don't care about this?
We have not touched the bag.
I'm
at
still
all.
like, why would you want an albino cock? Like, where did that come from? I'm still a little.
It would be
hung up on
unique.
that. Hey, you want to see something cool?
Yeah, that's gonna be my pickup line. I got pink jizz.
Oh.
Jesus, what the fuck? Yumiko doesn't need to see your vulgarity.
What do? Do you lock her up with your tentacle porn?
No, she is my tentacle.
Yo.
Bicker bots.
Bicker bots.
No, God damn it.
You're not allowed to say
You're not
the
allowed
name.
to say anything.
All right.
You sit there like a good Korean.
No.
That made me
No.
so uncomfortable when you
A
said
good
that.
Korean is a Korean that is gonna nuke your family.
Oh,
We just started.
I know. You go
We
straight after
just-
the family.
Holy balls.
God, you'd make.
Is war imminent?
Is it?
Oh,
I think it is.
it's not. Okay, so did you see the last South Park?
I feel like the definition of war is a little bit strong as to what's going to happen imminently, but something's
By
going to happen.
imminently, you mean
Conflict.
the conjecture is going to go ahead and meet the looming threat of imminent violence.
Okay, so did you see the last South Park?
I hate myself.
Yeah, I hate you too for
No, I
walking
don't watch
into that.
South Park because it's 2017.
Okay. cool.
Wow.
Wow.
I watched South Park because it's 2017.
You see that Dongchi episode? I'm going to take that as a no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the last South Park episode, they basically addressed all of the North Korea shit, right? And the prevailing thing was, what the fuck was it? Driving and texting is more dangerous than North Korea.
It's not, though.
It is.
Wait. As in, like, it kills more Americans than what the North Koreans will ever be able to dream of killing?
Basically, because the thing is, he's just going to sit over there and talk shit.
No,
And-
he's not.
Okay, the second he...
why do you think that he's...
You can compare him to his predecessors.
Yeah.
You can compare him to his predecessors, and the problem is, if you just based on the metrics, he's made more threats and he's made more advances than his father and his grandfather. They tested a hydrogen bomb.
That's great. They're still just...
But the thing
threats.
is, North Korea, like, they don't have any incentive to actually follow through with any of their threats.
I think they do.
Because if they do, they know that they'll get demolished. They know
But
that they don't have
that's-
support from China.
So you're basing this on the notion that he is a sane man.
Yes, because contrary to what our media wants us to believe, Kim Jong-un isn't like some kind of like deranged individual.
How do you know? Did you go to high school with him or something?
No, but if you do look at his education history, and if you do look at like what he's been doing in like the country and North Korea, and like what he's been saying, he doesn't come across as deranged. He comes off as very hungry for power and hungry for recognition.
Agreed.
But not deranged.
Agreed. But what I'm saying is peer pressure, right? So all those people that he surrounds himself with, yeah,
Okay.
there's an expectation.
So here's my thing. The people that I talk to, they're like, you got to understand, this guy's been told he is a god.
He's like a demigod, right?
Yeah, he's been told he's a demigod since birth.
Yeah.
Do you know where he was educated?
Out of Korea, I know that. Like Switzerland or something?
He attended a some kind of like a boarding school or something like that in Switzerland for like, I want to say for all the way like up until like high school age, and then he went to another out of state school for high school, and then I don't know where like he got any.
Okay, so
he got any
if he's got all this real education, what's the chances he actually believes he's a demigod?
none.
That's
No.
what I'm saying.
No.
I think
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe he's a demigod, but he knows that he needs to keep up that kind of persona in order to
Run the country.
have
Gotcha.
exactly
Okay.
have that kind of power.
So he controls all the media and everything else in and out of that country. So does he really need the I mean, he can just tell everybody, hey, I launched a nuke and America's destroyed. Praise me.
But okay, so at a certain point, like their money, like we just keep taking their money. we like mandated that nobody else can really do trade with him. Like at a certain point, he has to fight.
Well, hopefully he's smart enough to understand, like, hey,
Well,
we're going to have to be self-contained.
He has to either fight or denuclearize. So what?
What do you think?
Well, what did his predecessors? Again, what did his predecessors do?
But I think he's a different
said
caliber than his
they
predecessors.
said that they were going to denuclearize, and they said they were gonna not work on the nuclear program. But that was all in. So I feel like this is what's going to happen. He's going to say this is a show of power, right? This is a demonstration of power, and then afterwards, when we're all the world is sufficiently scared, he's going to be like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and if you guys open up trade again with me, and you guys treat North Korea as a sovereign nation again, then I'll quote unquote stop
what they all did before. But I don't think he works that way.
Yeah, we've already said they're allowed to participate in the Olympics. I don't know much more he wants. I mean, that should be
No, he's right. His predecessors would say, "I got bombs," and then they would say, "Hey, don't use those bombs. We'll give you some food." And he's like, "All right, we're not going to use these bombs." This guy is like, "No, screw you. I got bombs, and I'm going to keep building these bombs." That ultimately leads to either pooping or getting off the pot. That's all I'm saying.
Either way, the course, like the path that this is going down, I'm hoping it will eventually lead to conflict, and that North Korea is finally going to get wiped off this fucking.
So I don't think they can do an all-out war. This needs to be some kind of covert CIA bullshit where they just take him out. Because if you go in there an all-out war, they're gonna nuke Seoul.
Yeah, it's already going to happen.
Well, yeah,
but you
that's
can't.
gonna happen
That's the thing.
regardless.
He's not the problem. He's just the.
Oh,
He's the tip of that crazy iceberg. It's
Okay.
not just him.
There's a whole regime there.
Yeah.
That even if you just kill him,
Yeah, but
and his sons and his lineage or whatever, like, great. Now the first general who's in power is like seize power now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
you got to
hopefully
take out
he's
that whole
smart.
government over
Yeah.
there.
maybe hopefully the next general is smart enough to be like, hey, I got this.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Anyways, all right. So let's go to a lighter note. Let's talk about DACA and how it was awesome that Trump repealed it.
He says DACA, and it just makes my skin crawl.
DACA.
DACA. If you
Don't-
say DACA, nobody knows what the piss you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sure nobody understands that. So are we? So if we're all in agreement here that it was good to get rid of these people, we can just move on.
Well, I'm not in agreement because that's a stupid thing to say.
Oh
What?
my God.
Okay, so I
DACA's for dreamers.
Yeah, the dreamers.
What do you mean?
The dreamers, right? So illegal immigrants, goodness gracious, come into the country and then they give birth to American citizens.
No, this
Yeah.
is not. No, that's not what it is.
That's the
It's
Dreamers
not-
Act.
No, the Dreamers Act is the illegal immigrants brought their children with them. Yes, look it up.
You got it?
You know what? I'll look it up.
Yeah,
While
so
you guys are.
I think it may be a bit of both,
No,
but I'm
'cause-
only concerned with the ones who were born on.
No, if
on
they're
the
born
country.
here, they're citizens.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're
No, you can't you can't boot a citizen. No, trust me on this. I researched it for the pod. So they brought over these illegals, brought their kids over, and instead of shipping them back, Obama said, "Hey, we'll do a 2-year renewable thing."
Okay, so the deferred
might be
action
right.
for childhood arrivals.
arrivals.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So was an American immigration policy that allowed some individuals who entered the country as minors and
Oh,
had
okay.
either entered or remained in the country illegally to receive a renewable 2-year period of deferred action from the
All right, we get it. Don't read the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
thing
yeah,
there.
we got
Webster's
it. So-
dictionary. We got you.
Yeah, and to just add to this, I'm going
Wait,
to take
so
my
I'm-
point for being right.
Enjoy your point.
Wait, but
I'm the only one that has any points.
Homunculus.
Now that we know what DACA is, why are you for having it repealed?
Because they were illegal.
Yeah, but not by choice.
But they were brought. They were these minors. Okay, so these minors that were here illegally. You think like 3-year-olds are like who jumped on ships
Okay,
and like.
so are they still illegal?
Yeah,
Wow,
but it's
okay.
different.
That's okay, and maybe this is why conservatives get such a bad rap because you guys don't consider the humanity of the
So here's my thing.
whole situation.
Well, they
You're
don't
like,
have
oh,
to
were they
because-
illegal? Oh yeah, then just fucking kick them out.
Well,
Like,
okay, so
okay,
they
like,
were
no.
illegal. But here's the thing: if they're gonna stay, just let them become citizens. Give them a fucking pathway. Let them. I know you don't like the idea of cutting the line, but at least let these fuckers apply. Right? Make them citizens. Be
I
done
see
with
both
it.
sides of that coin, though. So then that sets a precedent to other illegals that all I have to do is bring my kids into the country.
No,
and
but you
then-
put a deadline on. These guys are grandfathered
No, I
in.
mean, what it says is that leads to more people coming and doing the same thing.
So
So I
boot
see
'em.
the problem.
Yeah.
You could grandfather it in
Yeah.
where certain people here at a certain time could do that, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just grandfather in, be done with it.
I don't see. Immigration is not a hot button issue for me.
I agree. I don't understand why. So no, I do understand why Americans are so against immigration. It's because they need somebody to pin
Right.
all their lives on their
No.
problems.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that is like
They're stealing your jobs.
100% the
You want to
reason.
pick strawberries?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you? I don't want to pick strawberries.
Exactly. Like what jobs are immigrants stealing away from?
Okay, so you
I
hardworking
was going to
Americans?
climb up on that house
you
and
understand that-
re-roof
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Give me a
So-
break.
As a flag waving Korean, you should understand there's only so
Which
much
flag
space.
is he waving?
The
So much
Korean?
space?
Are you kidding me?
Are you crazy right now?
What
Do you
is
have any
happening?
idea how like empty America is in terms of like population over? Okay.
Do you understand how long my commute is? Because of all you fucking illegals clogging up the
Oh,
roads.
you?
All you fucking illegals.
He was born in New Jersey.
That's a myth.
It's false.
Fake
Alternative
news.
facts. Alternative facts.
Alternative facts. No one born in Jersey is that fucking liberal.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Well, they cleaned him up in California.
Oh, I know.
He was one
They
of the.
fixed me
He
up
was,
real life.
he's part of the Californian Dreamers Act, where he got there early enough that they could wipe off the.
I
The
expected.
Jersey slime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just went. You went and spent what, a week in California?
Yeah.
Yeah, I expected you to come back to work like waving a picket sign.
Yeah,
and-
smelling like Prius exhaust and
yeah.
stuff.
You do know that Prius is.
Is this the antifreeze ice cubes again?
Maybe.
they don't. You know, they're electric. They don't have exhaust. You know that, right? Just,
No, I don't know that. I didn't know.
Well,
that.
So
now
last-
you know. Now you know.
So last night,
and
wa-
it's more of a Tesla situation going on over there. So now I'm covered in Tesla glitter, and it's amazing.
That's the glitter.
so
Name of the episode.
So last night, Wilds was talking about how you went to make antifreeze ice cubes.
Yeah, I was gonna throw them over my fence so my neighbor's dog, can eat them and stop barking at 3:00 in the morning.
I feel like that's a valid solution.
Right.
So-
Well, he wants a pat on the back because he was smart enough to see the flaw in freezing antifreeze.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even.
It was cool
oh.
last night, but then when you bring it up like begging for a gold star, then it's just not as cool.
Who's the one that
It's like,
rocked a gold star on their
I
arm
thought-
for a day?
Yeah, I earned it.
You found it.
Same thing.
It's
That actually kind of makes me curious. Like,
why he rocked a gold star. Yeah.
You can
No.
freeze antifreeze. It's negative
Okay.
34 degrees.
Okay,
It
okay, that's
freezes.
that's what I thought. Like,
Yeah.
like that, because everything at a certain point has a point where it becomes a solid. You know, like that's just
That's a myth.
your
Oh, my
myth.
goodness.
Your intelligence is a myth.
Oh,
So they're doing a Karate Kid revival. How do we feel about that?
they already did it with the Smith kid.
No, they're doing
An actual one.
yeah, with Daniel-san and Johnny.
Just stop.
Wait.
So-
Who's gonna be the old Asian wise master, or are they gonna whitewash?
Oh, they're
going
gonna
to
do a white guy for that.
Yeah.
They're gonna get De Niro to
I-
do it.
Perfect. And
You should be in Hollywood.
as long as he has an appropriate yellow face on, it's fine.
Oh. Has anybody ever done that?
Yellow face?
Oh yeah, that's been.
Sure.
Are you kidding me? That's like in the 80s. That was very very.
So there was an actor that
Prominent.
put yellow on.
Oh yeah.
Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here. Anyways, so the Karate Kid.
Oh, I guess that's also alternative
It
facts.
is. Can you name one?
Not off the top
Daniel
of my head, but
Day-Lewis.
I should.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
In what?
I forget.
Last of the Mohicans?
Maybe I don't know.
Well, that would be red face.
Yeah, no shit. I'm trying to disprove him. Goddamn, catch up. So the Karate Kid revival is only going to be on Yahoo or
Good,
YouTube.
because I don't have to watch it then.
Yeah, because nobody's going to fucking watch it.
Who cares about the karate?
Danielson's coming back to open his dojo, and then Johnny's coming back to open up the Cobra Kai, and they're going to be competing dojos.
Wait, so it's not a reboot; it's a continuation.
That's what he
Hence
said.
the revival.
Yeah, revival.
Oh, okay.
It's English. I know it's your third language, but you'll be all right.
How's
my
that an
first and
insult
second.
that he speaks 3 languages?
Yeah, better
That
than
guy-
you.
That's not really an insult.
Because one's
That's like
Korean and the other one's bad English. So
I
Okay, I feel like the fact that you separated bad English and English into two separate languages just kind of gives you away the fact that you have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
it's a thing. So
I love your rebuttals. They're always deeply cutting.
are you going to attack Ebonics next and piss off Wilds?
Why would I do that?
Why would I be pissed off?
I know, and then like, honestly, I don't think I've ever heard Wild.
Oh, do you remember when there was a college professor who wanted to institute like an official Ebonics like courses in college, and
So I remember in California they
it's
tried doing
very
it in the high
insulting.
school.
Well, he was trying to, and he was an African American professor. He was trying to make the claim that because African Americans descended from Africans, that they were incapable of fully learning the English language.
Wow.
Look it up.
Whoa.
This guy actually said this. Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm not even joking, dude. And he said based on the way that, based on the heritage of African Americans or from Africa, they learn in different ways than, like say Europeans or Asians. It was very insulting. I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah.
Okay, so how about this
Okay,
one?
hold on. I guess I'm not trying to be controversial here.
Knock
Controversial
yourself
here.
out. It's good.
But-
Good for the ratings.
Yeah.
But do you not think that maybe perhaps some races
Learn
do
different?
learn or like are not everybody obviously, right? But
Yeah.
as a whole, generally learn differently. Maybe. I'm not even saying that's a thing. I'm
No,
just
I
saying,
dig
like,
it. I dig it.
Do you think that that's
Some
a-
people are more aptitude towards sports.
I could see.
Oh my god.
Don't listen to him. I could see how the argument could be made, right?
Right.
So different races and different places may have passed along information in different ways. Some people
Exactly.
may have used songs. Some people may have used art.
Yes.
So yes, that could lead to auditory learners,
Yes.
visual learners.
Yes.
I dig where you're going.
Yes.
But what it is based on my personal history, I don't conform to the things that are associated with race. I just do me.
Right.
So that for me disproves that sort of theory.
Okay.
So I believe in the individual,
But
not the race.
Right. And I feel like that's a very American attitude.
Ooh. Now
I am an American.
He's
and that is
attacking
my
the Americans
attitude.
now.
He's not.
No, I'm not. I'm just
He's
saying
not.
like because
You're reaching.
individualism is such like a strong
American.
theme.
Yeah.
You know, like it's very like American to be individualistic and like disregard race and disregard like try to rise above your environment, right?
Yeah.
So I get that, but at the same time I think that's you, right? That's you and like
No, but
you
you're right.
specifically.
Because I wouldn't just be. I mean, as an American, we're not purebred. Typically, we're not purebred. 23andMe again.
Yeah.
Can 23andMe? Can you just somebody listen to one of these 10 episodes and just pay for it?
You know,
just get it for us.
I sent them an email and they never fucking replied.
You know what? You
That's
guys
because
are.
like they were like, who the fuck is this PJ dude?
No, I put it in his Bicker bots. I sent it from their Bicker bots Gmail. All right, moving on here. So, again, we're going to stay on the California tip for a second here. Gun violence has gotten so bad in Sacramento, California, the city leaders now plan to pay gang members basically $1.5 million for a ceasefire. Have you seen this?
Wow.
Wait, so is it gang gun violence or is it like people just out in the streets shooting each other?
It sounds like gang violence because they're going
Gangs.
to pay gangs.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so it's just
So they're not going to pay them directly.
What about
well, they are gonna pay them.
Chicago? Isn't Chicago infinitely worse than Sacramento?
I
Yeah,
have
but
no
California is
idea.
the home of liberalism, so
Right.
this will spread.
Right.
So
Tracking.
they're paying. So they put a thing out and they're like, basically, if you're a good boy, we're going to cut you a check every month. And then they said they would pay for work studies, this, that, and the other. But fucking, if you're a gang member shooting people, you ain't trying to go to a work study. I'm sorry.
Wait, work study. The way that I know it is if you're going to college and you're trying to pay your way through college, there's a work study program. What's work study in this context?
But hold on a
Job
second.
training, I should say.
Is that a smart idea? Is it cheaper to
Yeah.
simply pay them than it is to pay for cleaning up after them
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, so,
and imprisoning them?
so here's the problem. It's
and the
cheaper.
perpetuation of the violence
Exactly.
in that. Is it cheaper?
It is cheaper. And in the long run, it's better. But fuck, look at what you're teaching people. Hey, if you shoot up a neighborhood bad enough, the government's going to come in and pay for you to go to college.
What I think they're hoping for is that's not the lesson that people are going to take away from this.
I think
the
that's
lesson
less
that
than they are.
well, sure.
Well, if
but
it works, it won't matter.
exactly. You don't know though. Because in order to solve things, you have to try things, right? You have to try
something different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the things that we've been trying so far have
Don't
not been
work.
working.
No.
So let's try a different angle.
Yeah.
And this is a more humanitarian angle. Hey, we're going to trust that if we do this, right, people are going to say, hey, maybe violence isn't the answer to all of life's problems. Maybe getting a job, getting a stable education. No, I'm sorry, I switched that. Getting a stable job, getting an education. Those are things that can lead to a better life. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what they're trying to go for. Whether it'll work or not, who knows? This is an experiment.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If it does work, then there won't be anything to complain about, right? So then eventually you will have phased out that systemic violence in those neighborhoods. It'll be a thing in the past. They won't even remember it.
Yep.
The generations to follow they'll fix the problem.
Yeah.
So.
Look, Ira said, I think it's a financially on paper it's a good idea. I just don't like the idealism behind it.
I feel like you don't know what on paper means.
On paper means you're not looking at anything except for what's on the paper.
Okay.
I think
I'm gonna take another point.
no,
as we
that's
move
not
on.
what that means. On
Yeah,
paper
that's
means
not what that means.
It's
Okay.
not what it means.
It is.
You can have the point because I know how homunculus enjoy pointless trinkets.
You
But
can
here's the
try to
thing.
jam that word in there. Nobody cares for it.
It's fine.
I care for it.
Homunculi.
I care for it. I got you.
Homunculi
I
don't
got you.
care
I got
for
you.
it. Right.
Yeah. See the liberal, everybody gets a trophy.
Sure. So what I was saying is
That's
made
you
me-
right now because you want the points. You
Yeah.
want the trophy.
You
I
want the
earned it.
trophy.
Mr. Conservative.
I
Oh,
earned
I'm
it.
not a liberal, but actually on this secretly, I just want all the points
So
and I
on
want to win
paper,
everything.
on paper means that something has been written down, but in actuality, it's not the way it really is. Is that how you're using it?
Yeah.
I don't think it is, but
It is.
I'm willing to move
Whatever.
on.
All right.
Okay. So the Rocket Man tweet. Do we like the fact that he keeps calling him Rocket Man?
I do.
I kind of dig it.
Do we like the fact that we talk about
I don't
Kim
know what
Jong
this
Un
is.
like 90% of
It-
our
it's
podcast?
it's what's in the news right now.
I don't know what this is. What's Rocket Man?
Somebody's
Are you
calling
shitting
Kim
me?
Jong Un Rocket Man because of all the rockets.
That's stupid.
But have you noticed the trend has shifted from failed rocket attempts to now he's Rocket Man? Isn't that indicative of the fact that he's becoming more of a threat, a credible threat?
I mean, again, we're kind of like hanging on to North Korea, but this was an eventuality. Like this was gonna happen. Like North Korea has been working on nuclear arms or becoming nuclear capable nation for this entire time. Of course, this is the natural course of events.
Yeah.
Why was anybody expecting anything different? And now when they actually have the capability, people are starting to. It's just kind of stupid to me. Like it's very like this is very obvious. You know.
Let him go. Let's get a funny one out here.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the funny ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let him go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get why this is such a big deal now. Like, of course this is gonna happen. Species that Wilds likes. He hates humans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to explain why I hate the human
Well,
species?
no.
Hate is a strong word.
It's when you use.
I think that the human species is extremely inefficient. That's the best way to say it.
Okay, so is there a
I'm not
species you
fan
like?
of- There's so many species.
Pick one.
I said ants. Ants are a great species.
Ants are assholes.
But as a Christian,
What?
Shouldn't you believe that humans are like God's chosen species and therefore like they're beautiful, aren't they?
Ooh.
How does my point? I don't see how that disproves or causes conflict with my point. I think humans are inefficient, but I don't think that they're not God's chosen species.
You don't like humans though.
I don't.
Right? You think that they're
as
flawed,
a whole,
right? That
as a whole.
As a whole.
Yeah, I like individual humans. I just don't like the species.
Ants are assholes. They bite people for no reason.
They're not.
So are you saying
no? There's a reason. Everything they do has a reason.
Oh, okay. Why did
So
I get bit? Because I was near them?
Because you didn't give them some sandwich or something. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
And
Wait,
probably
what?
they probably saw your feet as a threat and
That's
flip-flops.
kind of like looking at a bully and like saying like and whoever was big beat up by a bully like, well, why didn't you give him your money?
All right, here's the thing about humans, right? We waste a lot of time on things that are pointless. I think if humans just moved aside all of the things that were irrelevant and just all came together to work towards the goal of improving our species and our planet and our world and our way of life, then I would have much more respect. But we don't. It's like 95% of us don't.
This is that liberal half of you.
Wait, but so now like I'm curious. So how does climate like taking care of our environment not fall into like that progression of?
We take care of
humans?
the environment.
I'm not talking about you.
I recycle.
PJ.
Yeah.
I'm not talking.
So
about
what
you.
I mean by with climate changes,
I'm talking about your conservative friends.
They recycle too.
It's not something I'm going to actively do. It's not something I'm interested in. It's not something I care about. But at the same time, I'm not an idiot. So I know that clean water and these are things that we need. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not going to go out of my way to clean the water.
Yeah. That's what we pay
So
people to do.
are you not
Part of the problem? Sure.
So
I never said. See, that's the problem. When I say things like I'm different, people assume that I'm saying I'm superior. That's another problem I have with the human species. It's insecurities that are naturally brought into conversations where they don't belong. I never said I was outside of the spectrum of inefficient human beings. Never.
So
said.
you don't like yourself either, as
I like myself more than I like a lot of people, but there's still problems I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I feel like the way that this conversation should naturally end up then is why don't because you recognize a problem. If you recognize a problem, shouldn't
Because I'm
your
old.
response is to try and fix it?
Well,
I mean,
I
you're
try
not
to
that
fix
old.
myself.
I'm going to go on a sidebar here. Are you growing a mustache?
No, I just haven't shaved for like 4
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
He looks like the bad guy from Rambo again, doesn't he?
Which one?
Pick one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, isn't No Shave November coming up, right? I'm gonna try it again.
You're gonna not shave those legs, aren't you?
My
Ooh.
legs, my legs are like they've always been hairy.
Hey, so this is a serious topic, but it was in the serious topic bag, but it's not that serious, right? So what PJ wrote down on the paper was dick for reduced sentence. So initially you think,
What?
do I have to take a dick to get a reduced sentence? Because I'm not willing to do that. But no, what it is this is a conversation he and I had. Let's say you were given 300 years of a prison sentence, and they said, or you can let us cut your dick off and we'll let you go.
Nope. I'm sorry, but
Wait, are
nope.
you against the plan, or are you just not going to give up your dick?
I'm not gonna give up my dick. I'm
Why?
sorry.
I have to imagine that it looks like chewed up bubble gum and smells like old salmon anyway.
Wow.
Wow.
For 300 years, you wouldn't give that up?
See, he went old salmon.
I like my dick. Thank you very much. Because especially
No one else does.
Oh, it's so sad because it's true.
What were you saying, PJ?
I don't know. He said he liked his dick, and you said no one else do. So I'm at a blank here.
Well, get involved, man.
I mean, I would have said chewed up
Would you
kimchi
give up
instead
your
of salmon.
dick for a reduced sentence?
Depends on how long.
It's either you're going to die in prison or we're going to let you go without your dick.
No.
We have the technology. They might be able to rebuild you a new one.
No.
No, you're not allowed. That's
You
not.
never seen that Rick and Morty episode?
Yeah,
They
but
give
that's
you like
not-
the Sledgehammer 5000 or something.
That's not in the rules.
What do you mean?
No, if you give up your dick to get out
I
of prison,
didn't say that you're on parole after
Well,
that, where
I'm
you
gonna-
can't
I
have a
am.
dick for the
I
next
am.
12 years.
I'm saying that.
Just can't impose your. You know what? In my scenario, you can go and if the taxpayers aren't going to pay for your dick, you got to pay for it yourself.
Then take it.
So you're gonna let them whack that little thing off,
Goddamn right. I'm gonna go out
get
and
the
give me,
tweezers and the butter knife and pull it off.
give me a big
then
giant
you're gonna get
albino
another one.
cock.
You
Why
can
is
just
it
probably-
albino?
Why not?
All right,
I paid my taxes.
true story. All right, you got one out of your bag over there, Pack? Or are you gonna go to the list?
No, we'll go to the bag. We have not touched the bag.
I'm
at
still
all.
like, why would you want an albino cock? Like, where did that come from? I'm still a little. hung
It'd be
up on that.
unique.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
Yeah, that's gonna be my pickup line. I got pink jizz.
Oh,
Jesus, what the fuck? I don't think that's how that works at all.
Yeah,
That just
you
means
know?
you have-
Have you ever fucked an albino?
Have you?
that's a really good question. Have you ever?
Yeah.
I'm not the one who's mentioning pink jizz, so I feel like the question should be directed at the person who thinks.
Why are you
that-
so offended at the notion of you hooking up with like a pinky flesh-dyed weirdo albino person?
Yeah, really. They got
Again, I'm not offended.
A simple no would have been fine,
I'm
but
not
you
offended. I'm just saying.
You
I
sound
think
offended.
we're missing the point here, which is the fact that PJ is the one who came up with the idea of pink jizz coming from an albino dick.
just. Well, PJ has
So,
the mind of a
I'm-
5-year-old, so we understand that.
Oh no,
But
the way
have
that
you
my mind
banged
was
an
going-
albino? You're dancing. You're doing a lot of dancing right
I
now.
know. You won't just say
Whatever.
no.
What was the
Whatever,
albino's
whatever.
name?
Just say no.
Batman. I don't know.
You banged an albino named
Wait.
Batman.
Don't read
This
that.
amateur
We're
hour.
sticking to this.
Dad and daughter.
No.
Did you dong chi an albino?
What the fuck is going on even on here?
You
Like,
won't
no.
say no. He won't say no that he hasn't
won't
fucked an
say
albino.
no.
Where did you find an albino to fuck?
In California, it must have been a miserable albino.
I know. Was it pink?
On the inside or the outside?
The outside from all the sun.
What was the albino's name?
George,
Just tell us so we can move on.
can you just say no?
I've never ever
Well, what took you so long?
fucked an albino.
All right.
You know what he was
there.
doing?
Now
He was
moving
like-
on.
He's like, that dude was really pale.
In the
Was he an
past 6
albino?
months- No, I'm just kidding.
The past 6 months.
Dad plus daughter booted from front.
Frontier Airlines for complaining about flight. So we can just skip it.
Yeah, skip it. I feel like we already talked about airlines and whatnot.
Yeah, but the gist was they were just complaining, and the stewardess was like, "Oh, you don't like your flight? Get the fuck off."
That's fair enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
But
They reserve the
paid.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they paid, so they should be able to complain about shitty
You
service.
give them their money back. You don't keep their money.
Well, I'm sure they did, but they got thrown off the fucking flight.
car salesman. This one just says car salesman.
I hate fucking car salesmen. I can't stand those fucking people.
Why?
Why?
Because they eat up an entire day to buy a car and all this other bullshit.
Not
Wait.
with me.
Wait. How do you get like really good deals on your cars? Or
I
like,
get
what?
decent deals. I
He's
feel
a
like
you're a frugal guy.
I am, but the thing is I hate sitting there, and I hate the games they play. So what I
Yeah.
do is I call up and I say, "Hey, I found this car on the internet. This is the one I want. This
Yeah.
is what I'm offering." And they're like, "Well, just come on in." I said, "Nope. Here's my email address. Get back to me when you can." And I go back and forth through email, and I tell them flat out, and I've done it before. I said, "I'm going to walk in. I want to test drive the car the second I get there, and then I want to come back and I want to sign the paperwork and fucking leave." And I told them, I was like, if the car's not ready at the time that we say we're going to do this, I'm fucking leaving.
You're like a prima donna.
I'm not a prima donna. I just don't feel like sitting in a fucking car dealership for 8 hours.
I know, but it's like, I don't know, it just seems a bit.
Okay, they
Is
work
it-
on commission, right?
Does it take that long?
It does sometimes if you got to wait because you got to wait for all the other people in front of you and the finance manager and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just
So-
can't. I can't relate to that.
So
You,
how,
you can't relate to not having your time wasted.
It's not a waste of time. If I know I'm buying a car, it takes as long as it takes.
It does not.
I don't
take as long
deserve
as it
special
takes.
treatment like some whiny liberal because I want my
I'm
car.
by far not a whiny liberal.
I want
how much did you
my
pay for your
mint
car?
tea waiting for
how much,
me.
How much did you pay for your car? Like
Okay.
I want to know what kind of deals you get.
I don't get like drastic deals. I might get $2,000 off of what they're
Okay,
listing it
so,
as.
Okay.
But the thing is I want to walk in and walk the fuck out.
Everyone wants to
So
walk in and walk
convenience.
out.
Then everyone else needs
So
to do
you're
what I
paying for
do.
you're paying several $1,000s for convenience
No.
because you can take like at least like $3,000.
What are you, the goddamn mom from Fresh Off the Boat? Do you really argue that much about your car price?
Racist.
Wow, I just want a good deal, man.
So you do. Have you seen that episode on Fresh on the Boat where they argue about the car price?
Is it fresh on the boat or fresh off the boat?
Off.
That's the term, fresh
No,
off the boat.
I know what the term is there,
Yeah,
Spanky.
he's one of them.
But you're the one who just confused. Okay.
He
all right,
said
all right.
fresh on the boat.
I
That's
did
why I
not.
was.
Oh, okay.
It's recorded.
It's not.
Bickerbots podcast at Gmail.
Fresh off the boat.
Fresh on the boat.
Fresh off.
Right. All right. No, I haven't seen the episode because I don't watch that.
Anyways, yeah, she just bitches an entire amount until she gets like an extra $200 off the car.
Show.
Worth it.
Quality television.
Worth it.
Yeah, see?
All right.
Pack
What's that
relates.
paper say in your hands?
Zombieland.
No.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, we've already talked about it.
I don't think we talked about the movie.
We did. I have a really good memory.
I
The
doubt
Alzheimer's isn't. That's like my superpower.
Get the fuck out of here.
After more than 250 years, a wild bison has been spotted again in Germany, and all the authorities could think to do is shoot it.
So a wild bison like wandered into Germany from some other country, and it was like the first one in Germany 250 years, and the first thing they did was shoot it.
Yeah, that's what
Keep
he
it
just
that way.
read.
I know. Like there's
No
a
shit,
reason.
I'm just saying.
There's a reason why the wild bison died out in Germany, right?
Oh, 'cause
No.
they shot 'em
Indians?
all?
Yeah, exactly.
Indians in Germany. I'd like to apologize to all the Indians / Native Americans.
Native
/
Germans? There are no native Germans?
They were called berserkers at one time, I think.
Oh, all girl Lord of the Flies remake.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to be good.
Why? Why?
What's the point? Why do they need to be all girls?
It doesn't.
Just to be different. So they're
It
not
doesn't matter. If it doesn't matter, then why are they all girls? It's very intentional. all
No,
girls.
actually, I feel like it would be a very interesting take on Lord of the Flies because.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. Great argument there. But I think like a all girls Lord of the Flies remake would be interesting because
They're going to sync up.
Oh my God. You went straight for the period? Straight for the period. They're all going to bitch about the same shit. They're all going to be late for everything.
okay, so for sure we're never gonna have any female listeners.
They're all going to fight over whatever
I'm not
clothing's
misogynistic,
left.
but these two apparently are very misogynistic.
I love women.
I guess you do.
Unlike,
Well, you like to fuck them.
Wow.
you like to fuck albinos.
Well, that's my prerogative.
Name
There
Batman.
you go. Pink jizz. Go back to the back.
What were you saying about Lord of
I'm
the
just
Flies?
saying, like it would provide some interesting perspective
Why?
because women are different from men.
Right. So why not just make a movie about ladies on an island? Why does it have to be all female Lord of the Flies?
I agree with you. Like it could be a new IP, but again, it's like one of those things where like because it's familiar, more people will be drawn to it or at least pay attention to it.
You know what the biggest bitch people are having about that is the director's a man.
I'm so sick of this. Liberals are just ruining everything.
Everything pack.
Oh my God.
Just make
Everything.
good movies. Just make good movies.
Keep going to the bag. Find
No,
something
you
good
know
here.
what? Since you brought it up, while he's looking in the bag, so why is there this push to make Wonder Woman bisexual?
Oh, I have not seen that.
There's a huge push. Like people are writing in to demand that she's bisexual.
Maybe because she grows up on an island with nothing but women.
Well, then she'd just be a lesbian.
Yeah, but then she goes out and she sees cock and she's like, oh.
What is I don't understand why their sexual preference has anything to do with the story.
I understand. No, I
He
understand.
understands.
Why
He's
why
pansexual.
people are writing in. It's because
They want to press a sexual agenda.
I wouldn't call it that. I would say that the sexual conversation in America has been becoming more and more prevalent, right? And it's people are becoming a little bit more aware that maybe it's not such a binary issue.
What does that have to do with my Wonder Woman?
Yeah, really.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
Comic books offer an escape. And
No,
if they-
man, I'm sick of it. Give me a good movie about
don't-
Wonder
they
Woman.
don't
I
offer
don't
an
care. I don't care who she's banging. You know what I'm saying? If
Unless
it's a
it's
part
me.
of the story, if the fact that she likes girls and guys is relevant to the story, then give it to me. Otherwise, you're just shoehorning in a sexual preference agenda, and
a
it's
lot of-
pissing me off.
But a lot of the comic, really good comic book arts have sexual things that happen in the plot.
So
Yeah,
like
and
a
then put it
romantic
in the movie
interest.
if that's
I want
the
to say
case.
she had a one-liner in the movie where she says, oh, men for sexual pleasure, we've moved past that.
Yeah,
So she
it was
basically-
already there.
Yeah, basically she's just saying,
Why though?
come get this box.
But why?
because it's
But why though?
it adds things to the
It
character.
adds nothing.
Why would you say that?
If that part of the movie is there or is not there, it changes nothing about how I feel about the movie.
For people who like to think about a character like beyond just the movie, right? Like they see this woman in this character in this movie, I mean, and then they think this is a really cool character. I want to learn more about them, and then they start to research things about them and try to identify a lot more with that character. Then you have that ammo, you have that.
Oh my
content.
Christ! While you guys argue this, I'm gonna go take.
Are you serious? You're gonna take a lick during the podcast?
I don't know if he's gonna keep going on about this shit. This
Oh
is
my
so
God.
boring. Let's just go. What do you got there in front of you?
I
All
don't think
right.
it's
So it
boring.
says, what are the ethics of combining human and animal DNA in order to research stem cells?
What are the ethics?
I think we
I
can just
don't
drop off
think-
the stem cell part there. What's
Well,
the?
I think you should. You know what? Okay, you can't. First of all, you can't really combine human and animal DNA. I don't think you could do that I think you can alter the human genome to make it resemble.
Yes.
But you can't just. This isn't.
You can't
like,
splice. Well,
Yeah.
maybe you can.
Okay, how about
I don't
this?
think you can.
I
How
think
because
you
we
can.
can't yet.
Okay, well, okay, I'll buy that.
Yeah.
If in the future they can do it, then please give me some. I want some.
Yes.
Are you
I
gonna-
need a little bit of
Yes.
peregrine falcon,
Oh my god.
a little bit of octopus.
How dare you? That's my animal. You copycat. You just ripped off. Man,
Are you gonna
go
be?
find your own fucking falcon.
Are you gonna be a peregrine falcon octopus?
I'm not gonna be a peregrine anything because that's not that's not a thing.
I wasn't even going to say anything about your terrible pronunciation.
I'm from the Northeast. If you haven't noticed, this is how we talk. You people are fucking mutants.
Okay, anyways, peregrine falcon. I would definitely love to be able to fly. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's not it.
Yeah, I don't think that was it either.
I don't think that's it either.
It's okay, but yeah. So,
I don't think you would be
what
able
are
to.
the ethics behind it? There are no ethics. Ethics has to do with what?
Okay, how about this? How about if you?
I just expected you to have the definition of ethics off the cuff.
I'm not. I'm just gonna ignore the definition.
Okay.
Maybe they're saying like, what if you did to your child?
No,
Would that
that's
be
different.
ethical?
It's not. Yeah, because no, it's not ethical because they didn't ask you to alter their
didn't
very
ask-
essence.
what if
They didn't ask
want-
you to be raised Catholic, but you do that to children anyways.
I
or
don't do that to
Jewish,
anyone.
or they don't ask to be Korean, but fuck Pax over here. You know,
And I'm proud to be Korean.
and you're so full of shit. There you go. He said he's proud to be Korean. Fucking communist. He
What
should-
is happening?
Did
I
he
don't
say proud
know.
to be an American?
know.
No, he
The-
said proud to be Korean. Communist.
So those aren't mutually exclusive.
They
I hope
are.
you know that.
They
Well,
are.
what if
The
he's
whole
trying to be
American
South Korean?
The whole American identity
say
is
that.
revolves around.
He
the
didn't
fact
say
that
he's
we're
proud to be North
American,
Korean
so-
either.
It's a given.
Okay.
You're
South
a savage.
Koreans have to
You are a
specify it.
savage.
Do North Koreans identify themselves as North Koreans?
No, we refer to ourselves as.
Are you saying
PJ
we right
killers.
now?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did say we. See?
We refer to ourselves as PJ killers.
Yeah, here we go.
That's our sole goal in life:
That turned.
to infiltrate into PJ's life and just make it a living hell.
It didn't need you for that.
It's not the first time they came after me.
Have you seen his feet? No. He's
oh
doing
God.
just fine.
Oh God, I don't want to see his
These
feet.
things are getting actually a lot better.
Yeah.
I've been putting Vicks vapor rub on them.
Yeah, wrapping him up in
Don't
saran
want-
wrap.
Okay, why are we talking about PJ's feet?
He
I
gets a
just don't
young
want
priest
this.
and an old priest to come in
All
every
right.
night.
The next topic, I guess, is
Whisper to
secrets
those
of the
feet.
Bermuda Triangle secret alien base.
So I think it's an Alex Jones topic. He thinks that Bermuda Triangle is a alien base. That's why
He's-
everything
So
is
from
a
what I know about the
idiot.
Bermuda Triangle, it's not. It doesn't even exist.
It totally exists.
It does exist. It's just a triangle.
It's a triangle in
So-
Bermuda. It's really not that complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here we go with the liberals.
I didn't realize it was just a literal triangle.
You're
in
talking
Bermuda.
about the myth behind the Bermuda Triangle, right?
No, I'm talking about the fact that the whole Bermuda.
He doesn't believe in triangles or Bermuda.
No, because all triangles eventually lead up to the Illuminati, and I don't want to.
You don't want to piss anybody off.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not getting into Skull and Bones.
I'm not trying to.
You
The
should.
Illuminati.
I would like to be in the Skull and Bones and the
Hell yeah.
Illuminati.
I want to be in the Illuminati.
Wow.
Anthropomorphization.
You know that's a requirement to get in there. You have to be able to say it.
Oh well, I guess I failed already.
Hey,
Anyways.
I'm here to apply for the. Yeah, that's all right. Get the fuck out.
Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the Bermuda Triangle, as a, like, there's a triangle.
They can't see your hands, Pack.
Oops.
They're your small hands.
There's my hands are small. I think they're pretty.
Your hands are small. We've covered this.
They're petite.
Well, I think both your hands are small.
I thought you were gonna say I think your balls are. That's what it sounded like. Did you not hear it?
Yeah,
It
but
sounds
why were you pointing at me?
Because he was talking to you.
No,
I
he was
thought he was
talking
gonna
to
say
you.
I think your ball, and then he went another way with it. Anyway, what were you gonna say about his balls?
that they're small.
Wait, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Let's get this on the record here. I have above average normal size balls.
Bigger than a cat's dick.
above average.
I've never
normal
seen a
size
cat's.
balls.
Why do you know this dick size of so many different animals? Have you noticed that, Pack?
I don't know what a cat's dick looks like.
No, but Wilds does. He knows how big
I
so
don't-
many different
but
animals'
why?
dicks
I know,
are.
But why? But
I
why?
make one reference to how small a gorilla's penis is in relation to its body, and all of a sudden I'm the animal dick guy.
That's your
Ridiculous.
new name.
This is unfair.
That's the title of the podcast.
I reject.
We're scrapping this
What were we
Bicker
talking
bot
about?
shit.
Bermuda Triangle. Okay, so there's an actual. There's the Bermuda, and apparently the name
The
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Apparently, there's a Bermuda.
There's the Bermuda.
there.
Yes.
You said apparently,
Okay.
as if you doubt its existence. Is what I'm saying.
There are the Bermudas, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and the Bermuda Triangle apparently refers to the fact that there's a triangle area in the Bermudas where a lot of weird things happen.
True that.
What I'm trying to say is that that's a myth.
But it's not.
There's
It's
no-
documented.
There's no triangle area. It's just kind of like this widespread area around that place that has these disappearances and these famous high
There was a movie about it. There was a documentary
affects
about it.
instrumentation. It affects instrumentation of aircraft mostly.
Yeah.
And
So
nautical and
that's what
vessels.
I'm trying to contest that. I'm saying that and the Bermudas doesn't have any higher incidence of mysteriously disappearing craft than anywhere else in the world that has.
I think it
incidents.
does.
It
I think
does. That's why it's a thing.
It's a thing.
The reason why it's a thing is because there's some high profile things that got missing in the Bermudas. Like
No, it's been documented. There's an island in there with dinosaurs.
I think you're wrong.
No,
There's an island with dinosaurs?
I'm just fucking around.
Oh.
Jesus
In
Christ.
Africa.
Yeah, Morocco.
Let's Google this. Is the Bermuda Triangle real?
You got it? All right. Because I'm having trouble. I started, my Google history came up, and then I was looking at Destiny 2, so I was like, I forgot what we were talking about.
So real quick, while you're Googling that, do we want to do Jennifer Lawrence and the Hurricanes, or we want to do the looting?
Do we want to do Jennifer Lawrence and the Hurricanes?
I yes. I don't have a better answer than yes.
Katniss Aberdeen.
I'm done.
But why do you want to do it in a hurricane?
No, god damn it. Okay, so Jennifer Lawrence was cited as saying that God brought the hurricanes because of
But
Trump.
although myriad fanciful theories have been proposed regarding
You
the
went straight to
Bermuda-
the one that supports your view.
This is from the History Channel, so maybe that's not the most reputable.
No,
place.
go to
You're
Fox
right.
News.
I just clicked on the first. Oh,
So while he's
Strike.
researching, Jennifer Lawrence said that God brought all the hurricanes because of President
that's
Trump.
not what she said.
What'd
Okay,
she say?
If I could fucking finish.
Translate for the
No, it's
Californians.
been completely debunked, but that's the headlines.
How
that
do you
they,
debunk that?
She
Did
never
somebody
said it.
She never
reach
said
out?
it.
Oh,
because she never
okay.
said it. But that was the headlines they ran with. So did you ever see the people down in Florida that were on the coast and they were praying the hurricane away?
No.
It was
Pray the gay
hilarious.
away.
So they were praying on one side of the coast for the hurricane to go away. I told the wife, I was like, look at this. They're praying for the hurricane to go away, and they think it worked because it went up the other coast. And she's like, well, people on the other coast probably weren't praying. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, so during the hurricanes, one of the only looting videos I saw was the people looting Foot Locker.
Okay.
Why would you loot Foot Locker? I mean,
I wouldn't loot anything. I'd be trying to get out of the waterlogged part of the country.
yeah, okay, so there's an interesting question. If you had to loot somewhere, where are you going?
Best Buy.
Best Buy. Right there with you. Pack. He's going to the Korean store.
What's up?
He's going to the Korean market to get all the.
What's the question? What's the question?
I
I'm
got to
gonna
get all that kimchi out of
I
there
got to get all
before
the
it goes.
sriracha I can.
What's the question? Russia in Korean?
The question was, if you're in a hurricane and you're looting, what store are you looting?
I'm not looting. Period.
No,
Ah,
you.
you're so.
That's not the game. If
You're
you get to
the
loot a
worst.
store, which one are you going to loot?
You're the worst.
But why would I loot?
Jesus Christ.
That's unethical.
Worst.
That's
Just
incredibly
pick a
unethical.
store, douchey. What
Okay.
store are you gonna?
The anime store.
Best Buy, I guess.
All
No,
right, moving
he
on.
heard us. He would have looted the anime store.
There is no anime store. If there was, I would know about it.
All right. What are the ethics of drone warfare?
I'm for it.
It doesn't say "Are you for drone warfare?" So it says the ethics of drone warfare.
Okay, well, I'm for it.
Is it ethical to fly in machines that can kill mass groups of people without any repercussions to the pilot? That's what this is actually saying.
So do you really think the pilot sleeps well at night knowing that he dropped bombs just because it looks like a video game?
no, I think you're a sissy if you. I think you know what? I don't care if somebody wants to fight me over that. They can find me in the streets. But
Oh.
if you enlist in the military and you got a problem with killing people and you didn't do everything you could to find a job that doesn't require that, then I just can't stand behind your argument.
No.
There are plenty of jobs in the military where you don't have to kill anybody.
Oh, no. The idea is he a bitch because he's flying drones versus the guy that's flying the Raptor?
Yeah, I went off on a tangent.
Okay, so
Yeah.
answer my question.
No, he's not. He's
Okay.
he's deploying
However,
a weapon
critic
system.
Larry Kush, who published the Bermuda Triangle Mystery Solved
This guy,
in
we moved on.
1975, argued that other authors exaggerated their numbers and hadn't done any proper research. They presented some.
Can I just say I don't care anymore?
Yeah, that's so 5
You guys
minutes
made
ago.
me go ahead and research this, and now you guys don't care about this? Fuck you guys.
We never made you research
Fuck you
shit.
guys.
We were talking about
You know what?
drones over here.
No, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not gonna have an opinion on anything anymore. You know what?
Thank God. We've been trying to
Liberal.
get to that point for how long now?
Fuck you
3
guys.
months, and we've been trying to get him to do this.
All right then.
All right.
Guess that's it.
So-
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's the same.
Pack, where you at with the drone strikes? Good, bad?
Is it ethical?
Of course, it's ethical.
Is it any less ethical than flying an F-22 in?
Yeah,
No,
zooming in
it's-
at Mach 2, slowing down a little bit, drop a bomb, and zooming back out at Mach 2.
It's the same
It's
thing.
warfare. I
It's
don't get
warfare.
where like ethics. I mean, ethics, I guess, has a place, but
Not North Korea.
Oh my goodness.
why do you keep on insulting North Korea like that? I mean, you're really calling for somebody to come down and.
Ain't nobody scared of no North Koreans. They're all underfed and
They're great assassins.
They're 4 feet tall.
That's it makes you underestimate them.
Get the fuck out of here. So Wilds was really behind this Inhumans television show.
Oh wow, they canceled that already.
Yes.
Because it sucks.
It does seem to suck. Like the one chick's power is her hair, and they cut it off in the first episode. The other guy, it's like it's too much. The dog, the CGI looks terrible. Whoa,
That's a big one.
that's a big wolf ticket lottery ticket.
All right. Who's
Oh, that's because there's 2 on it. You didn't cut it all the way off.
No, it's because they run into each other.
Oh, you run into each other.
Yeah.
You got one pack?
History of Captain America's mind.
His mind?
Is mind. Or is mine.
No?
I just parodied what you just said.
It's called mirroring.
Okay. History of Captain America. That's my
Oh, okay. So
draw.
the long story short was Captain America was written by 2 Jews during the
Jewish men.
Jews is acceptable.
I don't think that it is.
It is.
I had a Jewish person tell me it wasn't
I'm a Jew.
acceptable. No, you're not.
No. I mean, I'm trying to say, like, I'm trying to determine if that's like
Korean
Oh
Jew?
goddamn! He's trying to get in the mindset. I'm a Jew. I'm
No,
a Jew. I'm a
like if
Jew.
somebody's like, I'm trying to determine, like, have I heard that? Like, I'm Jewish. You're right. It's Jewish.
Bickerbots podcast at
It's Jewish.
gmail.com. Is Jews acceptable?
No, that's definitely not acceptable. I'm pretty sure it's Jewish. Like,
You know
I'm
they
Jewish.
refer to them as the Jews in the Bible, though, which is interesting to me because I'm pretty sure it's not. Does it? Okay, use your.
What do you mean? What do you mean? It refers to them as the Jews?
Yeah.
Like give me give me some context here.
I think the exact phrase is it talks about something in the Jews' religion was one of the ways it was
not Jewish.
yeah,
it was
in the
probably,
Jews'
it was
religion.
most likely mistranslated. Then, like it should be Jewish translated.
It's again the book was written basically by playing telephone across thousands of years. Anyways,
Logan. is
Don't
the
bring it
number-
up if you don't want to talk about
No,
it.
I
That's
don't.
all I'm going to say.
wait, you can't just keep throwing topics out. Let's.
Wait, we're talking about something.
Captain America.
Captain America. Yeah, how Captain America was written by he was created by 2 Jewish guys,
Right.
basically as a fuck you to Hitler. I kind of love the idea.
What's the reference to Hitler?
What do you mean? What's the reference to Hitler?
Oh, dude, you're saying Captain America, but I'm hearing Captain Planet.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I was like, I'm so bored already. Like that's what I'm thinking to myself. Like I don't want to talk about Captain Planet. It's so boring.
You might want to lay off Mesomorph for a little bit.
Never.
Oh god,
Never.
Mesomorph is life.
So
Life, son.
What you're
Life.
saying, PJ, is that Captain America was
Absolutely.
created by 2 Jewish writers
Yeah.
and comic artists, right?
Yeah.
And it was basically a big fuck you to Hitler.
Sure.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Totally
that's
cool.
the point.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. This
All
is
right.
Bickerbots. If you're not, if you're
Welcome
new.
to the show.
Dead man
Now
found.
it's
in-
my turn, douchey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chick-
Chick-Fil-A
next time.
is not in the business of spreading hate. They are in the business of selling chicken and waffle fries and deliciously refreshing lemonade. Then question number 125. Yes, Chick-fil-A CEO Dan Cathy publicly voiced support for the biblical definition of the family unit in 2012. That's a biggin.
So this
That's a
came about
bigot?
because
A biggin.
Oh, big in.
Don't throw that when I say that for the next pod. So leave it out.
You should save it for the next pod.
Yeah.
All right,
leave it
just keep
out.
going. You're running
Anyways,
out of time.
yeah.
Go ahead.
New York, the New York mayor
Yeah.
came out against Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Good
So
luck.
I started doing some research about it. So Chick-fil-A was in the news because they built a 5-story Chick-fil-A in Times Square or some shit like that.
Sure.
And I didn't understand why the hate was. Well, he hates them because of a 2012 quote by the president of Chick-fil-A. Time to let it go.
Have you had Chick-fil-A?
It's delicious.
It was immediately time to let it go. They can say whatever they want.
Hey,
I
look,
mean, what was it going to do? Like ban Chick-fil-A from New York City?
no, he's just saying. He says,
look,
"Don't
can
go."
I just say something? If they had a day once a year where they dressed up as Klan members and sold chicken sandwiches, I would still go to Chick-fil-A. It's delicious.
I would have a problem with that.
I don't care. They've slammed the gays. They've slammed. They've said racist things. I don't care. The chicken sandwiches.
I feel like that's being very irresponsible.
Are you a
I
chicken
don't-
sandwich guy?
Yeah.
So I was.
I'm a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich guy.
So I was a Chick-fil-A chicken
And
sandwich
lemonade
guy
and waffle
until I switched to the tenders.
at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I do the nuggets,
It's all right.
No.
and
try
then
the
I
tenders.
drizzle it
It's
in
all right,
that
it's all right.
Polynesian sauce.
They have a sriracha sauce now.
It's because it's Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
They could smack me in the face. I'd give them about a week before I went back.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Back, are you a Chick-fil-A guy?
I am, but I don't know if they did come out with like some other like blatantly racist or bigoted statement. I would probably not eat there.
So are you against the Polynesian sauce?
No.
What?
I'm against you.
So you're against Polynesians.
Maybe. Are you Polynesian? Because I thought you were 100% Irish.
He's so confused. Okay, first of all,
So I don't get
hold on. Filipinos are Pacific Islanders. They're not Polynesians. That's not the same thing. Just for the record, you're not Polynesian.
It's very nautical.
That's very.
I just want to make
nautical.
sure that you know that you're not Polynesian. Okay, Tongan Islands, Samoans. Oh, knock yourself out. Those are the Polynesians. You're not. You don't care. Okay.
No.
You're a Pacific Islander.
I'm an American.
So
Pacific Islander American.
Try to get
for
behind
the
this
listeners,
country.
when I said Polynesian, PJ lifted up his
Terrible tattoo.
He lifted up his sleeve and showed me like this. Yes, terrible tattoo is a very succinct way of saying it, and as if that proved anything.
This tattoo by one is amazing. Unlike
It looks like someone gave a homunculus a magic marker.
you, look like you got fucking prison tats. You might want to check, make sure you don't die of lead
I'm gonna
poisoning.
step out of this because I feel like I'm gonna get shanked otherwise.
You don't have any tattoos, do you?
No.
No, he has no pride.
Are you never getting a tattaoo? I don't care. I'm just curious.
I have my own designs.
Oh, you gonna
Something
get that
about
Norse
octopuses
battle
and
axe?
Peregrine falcons.
Yes. No. No. I have my very own very specific designs, and I only have a couple of tattoo artists that I've been researching, and I'm gonna get it from them, and it's gonna be. Yeah.
So I got one for you, but yeah. So
Okay. So this topic is kind of weird. Dead man found in Missouri airport parking lot 8 months after he went missing.
I pulled this straight off the net. This dude died, or he committed suicide in his car in an airport parking lot, and it took them 8 fucking months to find him.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I know. Like, why is that kind of? Why is
There's
that weird?
airport security. There's parking lot
Yeah,
attendants.
Yeah, but
there's
it's
a
just
lot
a
of
guy sitting
times-
in his car.
Well,
Great. Wouldn't you find it weird if you worked Monday through Thursday or Monday?
first of all, you're giving way too much credit to airport security.
And
Like,
then
they don't
secondly,
do
you're assuming it's
anything.
like the parking lot is the size of like a Walmart parking lot or something. It's an airport parking lot. It's
even a
humongous.
giant parking lot, even any
There's a lot of cars also that like just remain in our airport parking lots for months at a time.
8
because- Yeah.
with a body in it.
Yeah, but
The thing that surprised me is why the smell didn't get to anyone.
So
'Cause
the
the
smell
windows
is why
were
they
up.
finally discovered it, because the smell was so bad.
yeah.
he's just been sitting in there baking like a rotisserie chicken for 8 months.
Oh, rotisserie
I
old
wonder if
man.
he was
sealing
mummified.
all those
I
juices
wonder if
in
he was
there.
mummified or like.
No, man, he was just rotten. And flies can get in there, so he probably had some
Can they?
maggots. Yeah,
I don't
flies
think
can
so. Like if it's a sealed car, I don't think flies
it's
can
not
get in.
hermetically sealed. I think flies could get into there.
I doubt it.
What about the ventilation system?
What about it?
If a fly could probably come up from underneath the car and then work its way inside. They're small.
Either way, though, the family's pissed. They went through the airport and all this other shit.
Why? He killed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years.
What the heck?
Well, because they didn't.
Liberals.
I don't know, but
That's not a liberal's fault. You know like where this whole litigation culture came from?
Liberals.
No.
Liberals.
California.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah.
It-
yeah, no, that's a
false
fact.
SoCal.
alternative facts to the max right now.
No.
Oh yes.
Have you ever seen
Alternative
it?
facts
oh
to the max.
yes.
Have you ever seen the movie Hot Coffee?
That's a good T-shirt idea.
That's the documentary, and yes, I've
Hot coffee?
yeah, it's a good
You mean
movie.
the Grand Theft Auto mod?
No.
no the.
It's about the
Wait,
woman.
are you
that-
seriously trying to spin the whole hot coffee issue to be like oh that was the liberals' fault? Are you
Yeah.
trying to say that like
oh, I'm sorry. I have a year of law school. Do you?
A
No,
semester.
thank you.
I'm sorry,
So-
what law school did you go to again?
A
St. Mary's.
semester.
Okay,
Chick-Fila.
that doesn't count. That's like me like that. Your year of law
That
school
doesn't
is
count.
Chick-fil-A
it's like
State
the equivalent
College.
of me reading something for like maybe 4 hours.
That's
Ooh.
no.
Oh,
No,
yes.
you're losing this one here, short
Ooh.
round.
Okay, so let's go. Let's see where are you gonna go with this
Legal
whole hot
law.
coffee?
Legal law. Legal
Yeah.
law.
Go ahead. Present your case and I'll present mine.
And I,
Okay.
I will preside.
So the conservatives are the ones that instituted all.
Overruled.
Because I said conservatives.
I don't know. Go ahead. Sorry.
So they're the ones that impose limits on lawsuits, not the liberals. The liberals wanted no limits on lawsuits, so they could just sue and sue and sue.
First of all, no. First of all, you're trying to like divide this issue into liberals versus conservatives again, which they don't really play a part in this whole hot coffee issue.
They play
All right?
a role in
no, they
everything.
didn't. No,
The liberals have ruined DC movies.
One at a time, please. Order.
At this point, you're not making an argument. You're just trying to make a caricature of this argument. My argument, because if you're the one who brought the whole hot coffee thing, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll
this
allow
whole hot coffee thing. What happened?
Somebody spilled some hot
let
coffee
you,
on their daggone lap.
I'll let you present.
liberal.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so she spilled hot coffee on her.
Mm-hmm.
It destroyed her legs and lower abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
She
Gave her third
required
degree burns. Yeah.
several.
Uterus.
She just required several surgeries to get back to normal. This, that, and the other. Okay, go.
So, are you trying to say that? So I don't get what your argument is here. Are you saying that she wasn't supposed to be able to sue McDonald's for that?
No,
because it was her fault? Or
I'm not
what?
saying that. I'm just saying the liberals were the ones that didn't want to cap.
They didn't want to cap?
Yeah, there's a cap now on litigation for things like that.
What do you mean there's a cap on litigation?
So back in the day, like when hot coffee happened, you could just sue for $30 million.
Yeah.
And it was unproportionate to the damage that was actually
No,
done.
so okay, that's first of all, again, this whole liberal thing. You're creating a false narrative.
I'm not. I watched the movie.
But
You watched the movie.
what actually happened was this woman who got third degree burns because of this
Watch him fuck this up. Go ahead.
because of this hot coffee.
You're letting
What
him
do you-
get it.
what-
No, you let him get
Okay,
into your head.
Anyways.
Yeah.
This woman, all she wanted was reparations for medical bills. That's all she wanted.
Reparations.
She wanted, hey, McDonald's, you kept your coffee way too
She
hot.
wanted a mule and 40 acres for the coffee?
Ooh.
What are you talking about?
Never mind. Keep going.
Wow, he doesn't get that reference. That's how you know he didn't grow up here.
Keep going. You got it.
California
Yeah.
just said, fuck your mule, fuck your 40 acres.
Keep going.
Yeah,
You
I
got
don't get that.
It's
reference.
all
Anyways, yeah. So she wanted reparations. And
Racist.
anyways, and she wanted reparations. So that's all she was asking for, right?
Uh-huh.
Are we actually arguing? Are we, or is this just gonna be? Because like I'm not gonna subject myself to this because like
I didn't hear like a point of contention here.
so the fact is she tried to get reparations from McDonald's. McDonald's said no, fuck you. So she went to that's when she tried to litigate, right? And she said, okay, if you're not gonna pay me for, at least for medical bills, I'm gonna get a lawyer to actually try and get me something for my third degree burns, because not only did you not pay for my medical bills, but you also actually ignored me and said go fuck yourself. That's actually what McDonald's was trying to. So this is where the whole that's when it became a huge event, like a public event, because now there's this woman is trying to sue McDonald's for something that arguably she did to herself. Actually, that's not what the whole point of contention was about. The point of contention was McDonald's at first said we don't want to give you anything, even though it was our fault that the coffee was being kept at like a ridiculous high
that's
temperature.
litigation 101. You never admit guilt. You never do anything. It's just
What do you mean that's litigation 101? I don't. Okay, so now you're gonna have to just. What do you mean?
that's just the way it always works. You never admit fault. You never instantly pay out because you look guilty.
Because they are guilty.
Who's guilty?
No,
McDonald's.
I'm not going to defend McDonald's on this.
I will.
No, you shouldn't, because here's the
Absolutely.
thing: they kept their coffee at something absurd, like 198 degrees, right?
Yeah, it's because it's coffee.
No.
It's served
No.
hot.
No. Like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing. So everybody else in the world, even like every other restaurant chain, I'm just using made up numbers here, right? If McDonald's kept their shit at like 200 degrees, everybody else in the world keeps it at like 165.
Okay.
Okay, so
Don't spill it.
great. This was the 14th.
So do you
this
think
was
200 hurts a whole lot less than 165 degrees?
Yes.
The difference in that is the
Drastic.
difference.
So it's
Yeah.
okay for her to spill it on herself if it's at 165
Yeah.
degrees. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
It's the difference between like a third degree and like a first degree.
Like my Keurig set at 145.
I'm just saying, don't spill the coffee.
Yeah,
so
correct. Don't spill the coffee.
It was an elderly woman, right? And she wasn't driving at all. She was a passenger, and she happened to car. It's not her fault. The car jostled, and she's an elderly woman. And
I don't think it's anybody's fault. I just think it's stupid
McDonald's.
that you can sue.
No,
No, it definitely is not McDonald's fault.
Why is it not McDonald's?
Because McDonald's didn't pour the coffee into her lap.
Okay, here's the thing.
They have standards as to what temperature you're allowed to keep your coffee at. They were not following those standards.
And here's the other thing.
I
It
don't
was
care.
like
That's
the
stupid.
15th time McDonald's has been sued for hot coffee spilling on somebody. Okay, so there's a simple metric in the legal system, right? If the preventive maintenance or thing to prevent the cause or the injury, it's cheaper than the corrective measure,
Oh.
you're liable, right? So what was
You're liable.
so what was cheaper, for them to lower the fucking temperature or for her to go and get her legs repaired? Well, it's cheaper for them to lower the fucking temperature. That's why they were liable.
But then is that fair to all the other people who enjoy delicious hot coffee?
Get a fucking microwave.
Oh, so these people have to adapt, but the people who are idiots and who can't keep from spilling coffee all over themselves,
If you are,
they get a payday.
if you're drinking 200-degree coffee,
you're a bunch of
you're
you're
a
communists.
fucking mutant.
You're communists.
Mutant.
I want my coffee hot.
The goddamn microwave.
I don't want to drink lukewarm piss coffee because you mongoloids can't
You
keep from
sound
spilling
like
coffee all over your daggone laps.
You sound like a fucking liberal right now. You understand that?
No, you sound like a
You
liberal.
look like him to me.
That's racist.
Okay.
Put that fucking short round hat on. I couldn't tell the two of you apart. By the way, you look exactly like Short Round today. I'm just going to throw that out there.
I was thinking it earlier.
I'm going to have a fucking Yankees cap sitting here waiting for you when you come over.
Whatever.
So you can look just like Short Round.
All right, I think that's it.
No,
I
we
think
actually-
Pack
hey,
taps.
no, let's
yeah,
just
look at
run-
his face.
Let's just run 5 minutes and finish out an hour.
You could try, but he's done. You can tell by his face.
Dig in
I
that.
mean, you
ba-
guys-
He's got to go recharge his liberal battery.
just dig in that bag and pull out one last topic. We only need 5 minutes to
Hey,
make an
Pac,
hour.
I'm gonna give you some heads up here. There is no show with just me and PJ.
Yeah,
that would
no.
be the most boring thing
We agree on too many things. We're actually
in
males.
the world.
We're actually men.
Just a room filled with testosterone. Nobody wants to listen to that.
All right.
2 men and a quarter of a man.
Greatest American Hero remake: Cleveland-born, 30-year-old Indian American woman named Mira.
What the
All right.
piss?
So we'll just go real quick on this. Did you ever see Greatest American Hero?
No.
What?
All right.
Oh, you mean the Schwarzenegger movie, Last Action Hero?
No, goddamn it! It says Greatest American Hero on there.
Because I don't think either.
It's just poor English. Your illiteracy has foiled us again.
It was not mine. I copy and paste directly off the internet. Anyways, it was a great show in the 80s.
You don't want to go out on that. That sucks.
Okay, no, this is another airline one.
Oh my goodness. Look,
Ryanair passenger chokes out disruptive flyer. Whole plane cheers.
So this dude was
pretend
drunk
that
on a
didn't
plane.
happen. That's no
Okay.
good. Homework is harmful. There you go.
Ooh.
Is homework harmful? We got kids.
It's harmful to ignorance and stupidity. It
Yeah,
sure
I
is.
don't believe so. I think so. I do have friends who are adamantly like they think they're smart enough so that they don't need homework.
They're
and I
idiots.
think exactly. I think they're being incredibly arrogant
And lazy.
yeah, and lazy.
So the periods in school are getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Like my kid, like I think periods were like 55 minutes when I was in,
Uh-huh.
and his are like 42 minutes or some shit.
Well, there's a study that says anything over 45 minutes without a break, you're actually doing. You're not really retaining.
I thought it was something
information.
even less. It's like
could
anything
be,
after
could be
10
less.
minutes, like you're not really retaining it.
No, not 10
Like
minutes.
like you should like
10 minutes. Jesus
maybe that's just me.
Christ.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe
that's just
that's
me.
goldfish.
Yeah, that's just me. Yeah, okay. I might have like 80. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Like
10 minutes.
So I'd like to take a page out of Pax People's book. The Chinese, they send their kids to school year round.
And they're smarter than us,
Yeah.
like on all levels.
So I don't
but the
think
thing is like the whole like the school system in like China and Korea and Japan, Asia in general, it's not okay. Like it's if you're gonna
in
if you
Japan, it's really good.
no, it's not.
oh,
No, yes, it is.
Oh no, it's not
Okay.
because
because it's Japanese.
yeah, right. I mean, I know
No.
you're Japanophile, but like let's
I am.
Let's look at the facts. The fact is the suicide rate in Japan and Korea and China for high school students highest in the world. Do you know
Okay.
why?
No. So there's a high suicide rate in Japan, period. It has nothing to do with their education system.
True. That's okay. First part, yes. Second part, no. There's also a really high suicide rate amongst.
Are you going to say
teenagers
it's
in
related
Japan.
to stress and work and things like that?
It's related to stress. Period, because of the pressures in both their high school society and college and their work society.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, I don't think we should ever look towards Japan and Korea as the ideal
Oh, we
education
should.
system.
Absolutely.
Oh wait,
No,
I
but
But
still wanna,
here's why
I
I
wanna-
don't
disagree.
believe that
Because
at all.
What did he call you?
Japanophile.
That's a thing.
The conversation has moved so far past that.
I know, but he wouldn't
You're
shut the
slowing
fuck
us down.
He wouldn't shut up so I could get
It's
in there.
Japanophile. I accept it. Okay.
Okay,
so what
Geppetto.
I'm saying is, no, that's not what he said. You weirdo. So their education system is better, right? All I'm concerned with are increased levels of intelligence on society. If there are certain individuals that are pussies, that's not my problem.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
That's what I'm saying. It's too much work and stress. Get out of here. That's what's wrong with the human species, right there. You just
Too much
summed it
work
up.
and stress. So you are you one of those people who don't believe stress is actually a thing?
I
That
believe
it
that you
negatively
can
affects people to the
I have
point
stress.
of depression.
I have stress.
Right.
And I tell myself, you're experiencing stress right now. Overcome it. Identify it and overcome it.
So
and then I overcome
that's
my
all
stress.
great.
Mind over matter.
Yeah.
So that's
I don't
all-
say, "Oh, I had a rough day. Let me go cut myself in the bathroom."
So that's all good for you because you personally are that strong.
Agreed.
Bring the
But the rest
liberalism.
of the human species.
You're also not a paragon of like you're not
Peregrine?
a paragon.
The goddamn bird again.
You're not the ideal example.
Paradigm?
Of
Is that what you're looking for there?
No.
What's the word?
You're not the ideal example.
What's
of
the word? I need this word.
paragon?
Paragon? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Keep going.
you're not an ideal example of the human species either. So like you're
Why?
why?
because
Because
evolutionary,
you're not
we've
perfect.
became weaker.
Because you're not perfect. Like,
No, I'm
are
not
you
perfect.
trying to make that argument that you are the
I'm
ideal
not- I
example
wouldn't
of
make
a
I
human
wouldn't make
being?
well,
I would like to make that argument.
I wasn't making the argument.
Of
I
course
just
you
wanted
would,
to hear
PJ.
your points opposed to it. Your specific points.
What?
I really value Pac's opinion.
Wait,
I think
wait,
Pac
wait,
is
wait.
very intelligent.
What do you
He's
mean?
just
you
a
mean,
weirdo.
You mean
Liberal.
You mean why I don't think you're a perfect human being?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a whole separate podcast. We can do this. I mean,
Okay.
we were trying to end
I'm
this.
not
but
going to do that. You know,
we
like-
could go on for hours here. We could start with the haircut.
No,
the,
seriously, what were you saying?
fashion
Okay,
style.
okay. So what I'm trying to say
Feet.
is that I don't think you should be judging other people.
I'm not.
Based off your standards.
I'm not judging them. Frankly, I'm bored by them, so I wouldn't waste my time judging them.
And that's sad. I think that's
why
because they might have other things to offer, like you in terms of like your experience. You're
Oh,
I'm gonna sound like such a fucking
a liberal.
Like, yeah.
Oh, he said
Don't be
fag.
dropping f-bombs.
Faggot.
But like, you know,
Fag. Faggity,
your
fag,
journey,
fag.
right? Like your journey, like
It's almost over, so it doesn't.
Oh
matter.
my god. I can't argue under these conditions. I can't do it.
And that is the liberal bite of the week.
Keep going. What else?
But I'm just saying, like these people who are, let's just say, less resilient than you are, right? Sure, they might be less resilient than you are, but they can also they have the potential to offer you things that you might have never
Offer me?
known.
I don't need anything from anyone.
Or from them.
Sure,
That's what you should say. They can offer society things.
Sure, that too,
Yeah.
right? I just meant they have things to offer. Period. Maybe.
Sure, they do. Sure.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So,
a dog has something to offer also.
Oh.
and are they not are they not valuable? Are they
Dogs
yeah.
for entertainment purposes? Yeah.
I feel like
Not for the
I
further
feel like
advancement
actually,
of my
like,
species.
I feel like to the majority of Americans, I feel like they would argue no, you're wrong.
Dogs aren't
No,
valuable.
as in they are a lot more valuable than just entertainment.
Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like bomb sniffing dogs, drug sniffing
Oh,
dogs.
Jesus
Well, that
Christ.
plus camaraderie, you know, like dogs are such an integral part of like human companionship at this point that, especially for Americans are like all about them dogs, right? Like
Yeah.
we're all about like
Japanese people
So
have dogs.
Now this is
Koreans
interesting.
have
though.
dogs.
So you're saying that dogs have value because humans place this value on them. Is that
Of
what you're
course,
saying?
yeah, of
Okay.
course. That's
So
like
so if we didn't exist, what would be the point of a dog?
nothing. Well, according to a human, like that's from the frame of reference of a human.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But does that so as the perception becomes a reality then? So if you completely wipe away humans from
That's
the-
always been the case.
Okay. That's sort of a point that I'm trying to make. So these people that you're talking about who have something to offer society, if you take away the stronger people from the society, then these people now do they still have something to offer? Do they become the
What do
stronger
you mean?
people?
What do you mean? Take away the stronger people? From
I think this is
society?
a great topic, and it's unfortunate that we're at the end of the episode. That's what I think.
I've been lost on this fucking thing since you guys started babbling.
lack the ability to.
This whole thing was supposed to go on about how our school system is based on an
I'm
agricultural
sorry, yeah, we
schedule.
should bring it back. Okay,
Maybe we
you're
should
right,
write
right,
down
yeah.
this topic in some way and then revisit it.
Maybe not, because I'm bored as fuck over here. I haven't been able to get a
That's
word in
you.
edgewise.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you
You
have an
guys been-
opinion? Do you have an opinion?
Just
What
say
was the
something Trump would
topic?
say.
The topic was about schools. Like it was
Yeah.
Yeah, the Japanese schools are
The
better than
Asian
ours.
schools are better. Okay, just from a pure metric standpoint, would you? Where is America as far as education?
Oh, the bottom.
we're
not
not
the
at
bottom.
the bottom, but we're
See,
not.
he
great.
doesn't even
We're- yeah,
know.
We're in the
we're-
bottom.
It's like
third.
17.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's not the bottom.
Yeah, we're
third.
not
sure?
bottom
Yeah,
third.
it's
Oh,
like
what other
17.
countries that are fucking counting? Paraguay,
How many countries
Morocco,
do you think there are in the world?
189 or some
oh my
shit.
goodness.
How
Okay.
many are there?
There's just that many in Africa. alone.
No, we only
Well,
recognize
I
like
think PJ's
100.
actually right.
Yeah.
like if there's like 189 countries.
Yeah, we only recognize 189
Yeah.
countries.
we only recognize.
I know.
Well-
I'm pretty sure like that's like the official figure. I'm pretty,
Yeah, it's
like,
the official figure.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. See, you guys think I'm over here just
How
spewing
many
bullshit?
countries are there in the world?
Don't Google into the mic.
I'm gonna Google into your mic.
Oh, that sounds
Wow,
good.
you were only off by 10. That's
Yeah.
really good, bro.
yeah,
How many is it?
195.
You're off by 10.
195. So there's 195 countries in the world, and I'm sure there
We're 17, not the bottom third.
are.
So
Are
I'm
you
not-
sure we're
Your
17?
point, yeah. Your point negates my point. Negates
So
your
okay,
point.
okay. PJ has a point because amongst the developed countries, you know, like the first world countries,
Yeah.
we are like the bottom of the barrel.
There you go.
Okay, but that's not
I
what
win
the metric
again.
was. No, you didn't win anything.
I won again.
You're so
Anyways,
liberal.
regardless, I don't think Asian countries are the gold standard.
I
Did
do.
you just fucking call me a liberal?
I do it all the time.
Do you think the SAT and the ACTs are?
I don't think they mean anything.
Well, there you go. The metric that we're measuring our standards by and globally in terms of like how well we perform in school, those are the same thing. They're all standardized tests.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
if
say
you
they have those in Asia?
that's what they're doing these metrics off of, these global
The SATs?
I mean, do they take the SATs in
they do
Asia?
actually. They do actually. Because a lot of what is it? Foreign Asian students want to come to America for their university education.
Oh,
'Cause
they want to
university-
get. They want to get laid.
They want to get laid.
That's what that is.
Okay, I don't.
No, it's the same thing. So we
Yeah,
have
it's
American
all
students.
something about albinos, and they just want to hook up with them.
Sure.
Yeah, pink cum. So we have there's American students that go to Asia just so they can get laid. I had
Yeah.
a buddy coming out of high school. I caught up with him years later. He was working at
This
like
is where I don't offer a lot of perspective because I don't really
you don't get laid.
that and like I don't base a lot of my actions off of like me trying to get laid.
What
Like,
did you
that's
name
not-
your full body pillow?
Oh my god!
Yumiko?
Yeah. That's a good
What
name.
the fuck?
That's a good place to stick a pin in it.
I guess.
And
so.
don't you ever ever bring up Yumiko in this vulgar presence, in this vulgar arena again. All right,
She's Yumiko is a
pristine,
saint.
chaste individual.
I can't wait until we record at his place again. I'm gonna sit down with that damn body pillow at the table.
I ain't gonna let her see you.
Ray Ray just came from the hood.
Oh
over
my
here.
god. He's like, I keep her in a gun safe.
Oh man.
Yumiko doesn't need to see your vulgarity.
What do you do? Do you lock her up with your tentacle porn?
No, she is my tentacle porn.
One of the
This shit
same.
is just so crazy.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
The tentacle porn?
Yeah.
That's the way he feels about it. So
You know
many
what?
holes.
You know what this proves? This proves that he actually had enough steam to do another episode.
He-
Because I feel like PJ is just pushing us into another episode.
No, I'm just trying to make this one long enough.
It's like an hour and 30 minutes already.
No,
I'm
it's
super
just
done. Like that was like the last bit of energy before. I'm like,
All right. You already have the outro, so we're good.
do it again anyways.
Rock 'em.
sock 'em.
Go fuck yourselves. Guess
Why-
what we didn't get in?
What?
Your stupid ass conjecture shit.
No, he got it in.
I did.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
We're all just hairs.
All right. Well, we've been recording this whole time, so
No, you can't do that.
no, I'm not going to use any of this.
Okay.
I'm just not going to restart.
Scabbity boop.
You know what? You know what it sounds like when you do that sneaking recording thing? It sounds like we're four kids in the bedroom playing with a cassette tape player recorder.
All right. Well, then give it a 3 count here.